To the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun. The side of Man City has gone ahead to obviously get beaten today. Guys, just get to know that it's not only them that have gone ahead to lose today. It looks like this is going to be a weekend massacre, right? Liverpool were the first ones to lose 3-0 at home against a side known as Nottingham Forest that has been trailing this season. But Sean Dyche has gone back to the Merseyside and he has registered a victory and walked back home as a happy man. Smash the like button, comment and share. Continue to subscribe to this channel. This is the third video of the day and I think the charge is really up to the expectations of our viewers. And that's why I tell you, go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. When we went to the international break, Liverpool had closed down on Arsenal and Man City had closed down on Arsenal, and the club of Arsenal had 26 points and Man City had 22. And given the fact that Man City was supposed to play today, yet Arsenal is playing tomorrow, they stood a very huge chance of closing down on Arsenal if at all they went ahead to win this game of football against Newcastle. But you all know to it that it was not gonna be an easy game in there, though the club of Arsenal went at the St. James's Park and got 3 points there. And it shows you the difference between Arsenal and Man City. And when I tell you that Arsenal is the favorite team to win the league, these factors all come into play, because these are things that Man City used to do, you know, as they've been tussling it out for us with Arsenal the trophy for the past 3 seasons. They really did what Arsenal couldn't do. A time you expected Arsenal to win and Man City lose or draw, it was the vice versa. City went ahead to win and Arsenal went ahead to lose. You understand? So these are things that Arsenal is obviously trying to do. Things that Man City used to do to Arsenal is what Arsenal is doing to them right about now. But all in all, the game ended 2-1 in favor of Newcastle. And it was Harvey Barnes in the 64th minute. He broke the dreadlock. 4 minutes later, Ruben Diaz went ahead to level up the game. And in the 70th minute, a man known as Harvey Barnes went ahead to obviously do the needful and really score a second goal that really led to the winning of this game. And by the way, it was a brace for him, and Opta Joe went ahead to obviously register this start for Harvey Barnes. And the start reads, and it goes like, let me obviously position it very well because it's really a very important start if you've been following up onto these beautiful scenarios of the game. Harvey Barnes is the first Newcastle player to score twice in a Premier League game against Man City since Alan Shearer in November 2003. With tonight being their 40th meeting in the competition since Shearer's brace. What a catalyst from the England. Harvey Barnes to me is that kind of player that I've always loved. You know that very well. When he was playing at Leicester City, I loved him. And I really thought that the club I supported, that is Manchester United, would have gone to think about him to bring him at Manchester United, especially under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really wanted to use direct players. And I thought that Harvey Barnes would have gone ahead, obviously coming through to play that direct role because he's a direct player. United used to play counter-attacking football under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I saw it very well that this guy could fit into that team of Manchester United, because United is a team of character. You know, we haven't gone ahead to obviously be having very talented players or players that are really exceptional, all world-class players, especially in that era of Sir Alex Ferguson, where we went ahead and obviously won very many titles, but we had players with character. I can mention players that played under Sir Alex Ferguson that really had world-class in them. Peter Schmeichel, world-class player. Eric Cantona, world-class player. Ryan Giggs, world-class. Paul Scholes, world-class. Roy Keane, world class. Ronaldo, world class. Wayne Rooney, world class. Who else was really world class in there? You know, so you see to it that very many players were talented, but talking of the world-class level, it's something different. You understand? World-class means that you are consistent, you are talented, and you are consistent, you know? Because what makes you world-class is being consistent on what you do, you know? Even if you're not as talented as a Ronaldo, a Messi, or what, but being consistent. I can give you an example, Frank Lampard. When you talk about players that are really talented, Frank Lampard doesn't match the levels of Paul Scholes and Steven Gerrard, because I think those two were really more talented than him. But his consistency of scoring goals turned him into a world-class player. You understand? So world-class is consistency. So when you look at this side of Man City, I think they're really lacking certain things into their game, and they've gone ahead to obviously come out and really lose. So I was trying to let you know, I was trying to reflect back to when United went to bring in Harvey Barnes under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I 100% agree that they really had all what it takes to obviously bring in this guy in there for you. So they've gone ahead to lose 2-1, and obviously they've lost on a golden opportunity to obviously close down on Arsenal and maybe really do the needful, as they've gone ahead to find themselves in a position of really losing. As if at all they won, they would have gone ahead to be 1 point behind Arsenal, a team that is going to be hosting Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow at the Emirates Stadium. And this is a North London derby, and you can obviously know exactly what is going to be happening in this particular fixture that you're really talking about. You understand? So this is where I come in through and really tell you that something will obviously go ahead and really happen to see to it that either Arsenal keeps in the same distance with the side of Man City, or they obviously extend their beautiful lead in there for you. Because the moment Arsenal goes ahead to really win, I tell you this, the moment Arsenal goes ahead to win tomorrow, they would have gone ahead to obviously extend the lead further and further and further. Because the table as it stands, the table has Arsenal at 26 points and Man City is having 22 points, meaning that Arsenal, if they go ahead and win tomorrow, they'll go 7 points off City, and they will be 11 points ahead of a team known as Liverpool. So you see how things really change. And if United wins on Monday, they'll go to 21 points and Arsenal will be at 29, meaning that the point difference will be 8. So a lot of things can happen, and I have my friend of mine known as Simple. He told me that United can obviously be into the title race, and I told him it will really call for a miracle for that to happen. But mathematically, on paper, United is still in this race. So Man City has been beaten, and for them, they are not as far off as a side known as Liverpool, because Liverpool have fallen off up to the 11th position. And Man City is still third, meaning that 7 points are not far off for a team competing for a title, as there are still very many games to come for Man City to play in there. But I know Pep Guardiola is really one of the unhappy men, as there was a penalty claim when Erling Haaland was obviously brought down. And by the way, let's talk about Erling Haaland. I think this is one of the games he never really appeared and really looked like he was obviously going to really create something in there for the club of Man City. And he has been really scoring very many goals. If you don't know, let me tell you how deadly this guy is looking this season. Erling Haaland, has played 11 Premier League games and he has gone ahead to score 14 goals. You understand? And 1 assist. So he is really scoring for fun, meaning that he's averaging a goal per game. That is Erling Haaland for you. But all in all, they've gone ahead to obviously find themselves really losing out onto this game. And Eddie Howe has obviously gone ahead to beat Man City. And we wait to see how Arsenal will feature when they are playing against a team known as... the team is called Tottenham Hotspur in the North London Derby. Thank you guys for watching through. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later and continue to subscribe.